So other steps. Mm, so what I want to do is the same configuration is there. The IP address would be changed for this to this, but all other configuration installing an OS computer name, the name would be changed. Here it will come as AD, here it will come as SCCM. Install VMware tools NAT, which has repeat. We need to repeat the same steps. Is it clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So let me log into the server. Okay, then let me minimize this. What I need to do, see the AD server is has lot of files. See, under AD I will find all the files. What is the size of my AD VM size? It's almost 11 GB, 12 GB inside. So I will go to my SCCM server, copy the path, Control C. I will go to the VMware software now. Either you can create here or you can go to the file. Anything is fine. Right? Next, next. Any default OS we can select. Then I will paste. I will put like capsule log SCCM and I will paste my path. Next. Here I will choose 2000. You can give like maximum 2000 means 2 TB of hard disk. It's a virtual, so you can do whatever you want. Is it clear what I'm saying to you? It's a virtual hard disk, so you can do whatever you want. Is it clear? Yes or no? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Or what we'll do, the base OS will go with the 500 GB hard disk for base OS. Okay. So what I will do is I will base OS, I will go with the 500 GB, 200 for the server production, only 100 GB allocated for C drive. Okay. So what I will do, I will put 500 GB, put next, next, finish. So we'll go with same like a production replication. Okay. So that now you will seeing the production area. Okay. Then I will go to edit virtual machine settings, then go to the CD-ROM, go to use ISO, browse, D drive, SCCM data, OS ISOs 2019. Okay, okay. Power on the virtual machine. If you have 8 GB of RAM, so initially if you want increase, you can put it to, or you can type 4000. Okay, so your 4 GB will come. 3, but that's fine. Approximately. Later we can change it. Power on the laptop. Power on the virtual machine. Same steps we need to follow. Whatever we done for the basic things for the AD, like change time zone settings, installation of OS, computer name, IP address, bridge to NAT. We need to do step by step so that first the Windows activation is also important. So make sure you select this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there is a lot of things are changing. More than 50 plus it's taking. So English India. Select the English India, then it next. It's not mandatory, but you can leave it default. It's up to you. Install now. So let's wait. You need to select the desktop experience, that is mandatory. If not, you will face some issues. Okay, next. Here, what we'll do is I accept custom installation. Here, what we'll do, I won't want to give complete C drive with 500 GB. I will go with the new. I will give, if you want, let's open the calculator and calculate. For 100 GB, how much size you need? 1 GB equal to 1024. Okay, 1 GB equal to 1024 MB. So You need to type. So sorry, I have some calculator issues. It's not opening. Yeah, it's opening. So 1024 into 100 GB. So you need to give 102 400, so that you will come with 100 GB of hard disk. So let's see what happening. It's coming or not. I will give some one more 102 102 400 400. So if you want 200 GB, you need to type in the same way. So, but some reserved disk space will be used apart from that. Okay. While you're creating a drive, what happens? See 99.54, because still under that 500 MB is utilized for the system drive. Whenever you install an OS, a system partition will be there. So you will give 104 or some thousand, then it will come to 100 GB. Approximately it will come. So hit next. If you can create a drive later, D drive and all, unallocated space. You choose the second partition, which is your C drive. You cannot install on the first partition because 100 MB you cannot install OS. This partition will be helpful for system reserved disk space. Means OS bootable files will be stored. Okay. Then select the next partition and hit next. So your OS will be getting installed in this particular drive. Is it clear? Next. So it will take 5 minutes of time. Let's wait for the 5 minutes so that I will keep it in pause. If I go to my physical machine and see the RAM, it's occupying 8 GB. So CPU is 23%, that's fine. So still I have 8 more GB left. So I can install 2, 3 more VMs. In this way, you need to calculate how much load on your PC is going to be. So how much free space is left. Based upon that, number of VMs you can increase. If you install one VM, it's taking 8 GB, means you cannot install the second VM. So you need to choose, check your configurations, what are there, how much left over the RAM and CPU. Based upon that only you can increase, install the virtual machines as per your requirement. Is it clear? Yes. Resume the so let's give me the password. So SCCM, let me log in with the password. What next I need to do? First thing, the basic thing, I need to change my computer name, then install VMware tools. These are the basic thing what I need to do. Let's wait. So what I need to do, I need to go to the my computer properties. I cannot see this one. I can go to the start menu, or I can click on the, here there is no option for this computer. That's why I will open this file explorer. From there I can open, or shortcut Windows E. It will open you the, I can click on yes first, because no, if not my license will not activate. That is the also one of the main crucial thing. Wait for some time, automatically your license will activate. The backend you can work on the, if it's not activated, try to reboot and activate it again. Go to the properties and change the computer name. What is my computer name of the server I need to change? What is the computer name I want to change?
SCCM.
SCCM. Click
SCCM.
OK. Then wait for to that return. Then do not restart, because no, taking a multiple reboot is not good. So what I do it after installing the VMware tools. So computer name is done, but it will affect only after restarting the computer. That's fine. I will no, do not show this message again. Click cancel. Right click, install VMware tools. The pop-up will come automatically in some time. So if I double see, the license is activated. Make sure your license is activated. Click on this drive, it automatically opens, run the setup. So VMware tools will be activated. Give him 1 more minute, so pop-up will come, so that next. Okay, it will say you will get a full screen, and it will ask you for a reboot. You can reboot the things. Yeah, completed. So click on finish, click on restart the SCCM. So now SCCM is going. Next, what we can do, make sure after installing an OS, license is activated. License is activated. Okay, that you can make sure. Okay, then computer name, other things, both are done. Next, change the network adapter. Log in to this internally. Okay, then what you need to do is, the next topic would be changing the network adapter to bridged. Each and every topic is looks very small, but you need to do in an order. Okay, settings are complete before the hand, bridged. Okay, so you will get lot of issues initially, that you fix. Go back one by one, practice it, that will work out. Click on yes, then you can go to the ncpa.cpl, then change the IP address. Go to the properties, IPv4. For ADI given 1 dot, how much?
100.
100. I cannot use the same IP address. I will use 110 IP address. Okay. What IP address I need to give here? Who completed the videos? What IP address we need to
There are
give
also
here?
hundreds. Hundreds.
100.
We need to give 110.
110,
110.
110 or 100?
100.
110, sir.
10.
So we need to give the
100.
AD IP address. What is my AD IP address?
100.
There's a 100, sir.
We need
Sorry,
to
it's a
give
connecting number.
100. So if you install 100 servers also, you need to give here the server IP address of Active Directory. In companies, we will have multiple AD servers. So we will give whatever the AD server IP address, DNS server IP address will be given. What is the DNS server IP address will be given here. In test lab, we have only one AD. In production, we have 10, 20 different AD servers. So for a backup purpose, they will give multiple AD DNS servers here. Clear? So click on OK, click on OK, click on close. So IP address is completed. What's left? So turn off the firewall. So go to firewall.cpl. Change. Turn off. Okay, firewall is done. Computer name is done. Basics are completed. So I have taken only 500 GB of hard disk initially, but I want to configure my drives now. So I have only C drive I have. But if you want to install SCCM on C drive, that's fine. But it's not a standard way of installing. So it will come in C drive program files. Installation will work. But in production, what they will do, open the disk management, like our component manager, compmg.mt.ms. This is the one big important shortcut you need to remember. Component management. Okay. Open the com, sorry, com compmgmt.msc. It's a component management. You will find all the shortcuts. It means important things in this here. Task scheduler, event your shortcut will be the shared files, local users and groups, performance monitor, device manager, what drivers are there. One shortcut you will find all the disk management, which is important. You can see here. The disk management will see you will get 400 GB. Okay. Here, if you want to create within the 400 GB, if you want to create 2 3 drives, you can create. Right click, a new, next. If you want 100 GB, I will give 104,000. Next, 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 next. Is it created? Drive is created?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yeah,
Yes.
created.
So you want to create one more drive with 200 GB, or you want to delete this drive. You can delete the volume, but do not practice on servers on production. In test lab, you can do whatever you want. I deleted. I want to give it as 120 GB. Right click, new, next. I will give 130 GB. 130 means 136 I will give. So it will come to at almost 136, 3 zeros. If I want to give the naming convention of E drive as SCCM label, I can change it to SCCM. So my volume label would be, or it's already in caps lock. So my volume label will come as E drive. So I can identify easily this is SCCM drive. Or you can give 1 TB hard disk there. Then you can create 500 GB. Okay. Then you can drive something. Okay. Um, some 100 GB for SQL if you want to give. F drive is coming. So you can give some data drive 200 GB. 208 I will give so that it will come to 200. In this way, content. Next, next. So 200 GB. So at about 223 GB came. It depends. It's like you creating the drives. If not, in companies, no, they will use a different standard drives. I will delete this volume. I will delete this drive. So in this way, you need to create the black partition that you can delete it. Okay, so that not the live partition. You cannot delete the live partition. The OS will corrupt. Black partition is your current free space where you can create a drives. This is completely a Windows concept. Okay, you cannot understand one way. You can try to practice by seeing the video or existing YouTube videos. Okay, right click, create a new volumes and all. Or I want to add one more. It's a virtual machine. I can add one more hard disk. Go to VM settings. I will go to add. I will add one more hard disk. In production they will have a different hard disk. As it's a virtual, simply I will add one more hard disk. I want a size of, create a new hard disk. I want size of 1.5 TB, means 1500 GB of hard disk I need. 2000 1500 is 1.5 TB. Or if you want 2 TB, as it's a virtual, you can take whatever you want. Single drive. Next, finish. I have on my physical machine, I have only free space of 100 GB. It doesn't depend. It's virtually create whatever you want. Maximum of 2 TB of hard disk. Is it clear?
Yeah, clear.
So once it's created, you need to make it an online. Right click, make it online. Then drive disk becomes active now. Let's refresh somewhere in the go to view. So let's go back one step back and come here. Still it's showing as unknown. Let's wait whether the disk is mapped. Yeah, it's already mapped. initiate this. See, then once it's done, what you need to do, initialize the disk also. You need to do right click, initialize. Then you need to mbr or gpt partition, what partition you want, because some new servers they work in the gpt partition. Okay, so because based upon the partition you may choose whatever the disk type. GPT partition is not recommendable by all previous version of Windows. Old version of Windows, so take the new partition that's making the partition type. So it's allocated. Now you can create the disks whatever you want. The disk type is basic, and also there is a type to convert into the dynamic also. That's not important. This is a concept of Windows Server Administration team will taking care on your companies. Okay, but basics, if you want you can create a new volume. Now I want to create a one volume with the e drive with 500 GB. SCCM will not take more than 200 GB of hard disk space for e drive. So let's create with the one 200 GB. I will take 200 means I will take 208. So 208 30. So approximately will come with the 200 GB e drive. Most companies the SCCM will be installed in the E drive. It depends upon the company to company, because D drive is somewhere some companies will use for server operating systems and all. SCCM. Then I want to go with the content drive. First, I will go with the 1 TB. So if you want to go with 1 TB, I will give 110,000. Then three zeros. Next, it almost comes with the 1 TB of hard disk space content. If you simply can create in the C drive also, but if you're doing that way, you do not have a design skills. You need to create in such a way that you need to manage in a good way. Content drive is created, then you can create one more drive for SQL. Some companies you will use some 100 GB, one not, I will use 430. So it will come, so approximately I will put as SQL. Next, finish. So 100 GB will come for, it's coming as a G drive. If I want to change the drive letter, that's fine. You can go to the change letter. I want to use an S drive, so I will put an S. So you can change the drive letter. So if I want to open, yeah, partition is open. So if you open my computer, so you will see C drive, content drive. In the base laptop, I have some free space. I will create some new partition called D drive. Mm, because D drive is already used for some CD-ROM, right? What drive letter is used for D drive? I want to change the drive letter to some F drive or something, because I want to use only for the D drive for some other activity. So I will create now new new drive here. So next I will put like some, yeah, remaining 400 GB. What are the disk space which are left over? I want to use completely. Let cancel. Right click new. I want to take complete free space which are available for the D drive. Server data something. So the Wintel team will have some copy some information to the data drive. So important data, they will use, some server team will have the different drives. If you open, so data drive is different. SCCM will have a good drive, 200 GB. For DP, they will give like I got only 107 GB. Yeah, sorry. So I need to delete this drive and then make it at least 1 TB of hard disk space. So I not given one more. If you want to expand the disk, you can right click, extend volume. You can extend the volume of, I want add 900 GB more. So I will give 900, one more 100, then three zeros. Am I right or wrong? 900 GB means 90 GB. Sorry, 100 GB means we will go 100. So 900. So I will give 930 plus three zeros. So 930 GB. There is no space or what? It's converted, but 981, it's mixed up. See, finally you got a drive letter only one, it will come with a refresh 1 TB. Is it came? Because it's converted into the dynamic drive. It's converted into a dynamic drive from basics. Because you not created in an order, so it's mapping the drives. If you directly created that one, that is fine. But what happens? You initially given 100, you extended, so the volume is converted in such a way. Is it clear? It will be lot of confusing for you. That's fine. Okay, simply create one basic drive. That's fine. Let me create from scratch again. Okay, directly what I will do, I'll try to create a good drive with the I given wrongly. So I need to choose 900 means 10100 because now I need to give three zeros, so that then only I will can create a 1 TB. Am I right or wrong? 100 GB you are giving 103 zeros. Is it clear? For
Yeah.
1000 GB you need to give one more zero. Am I right or wrong? Then I will try to create one more drive 100 GB for SQL now. 104 3 zeros for 100 GB. I will want to put SQL as S. Then next. This is little bit confusing. You try to watch the videos 5 times, you will get it. You try to practice in your test lab. This is the design which will be given, like your, it's the design will take by server team. You need to give only the, okay, I need F drive 1 TB, I need E drive 200 GB, I need S drive 100 GB. You need to say to the server team, then they will try to create and give it to you. You won't create in production. You need to give only how many drives you need, what is the capacity you need to give to the, you need to tell to the server team. So finally they will try to install a OS. They will only install OS, they will try to create a drives and they will give it to you. You need to tell what is the disk capacity you need, what is the drive letter you need to that particular team. Is it clear? Is it clear what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
clear. Yeah.
This
Yes, yes,
is where
clear.
the production setup
Yes,
before prejects
clear.
it will start. Yeah, somebody saying something. The basic configuration is done. So in this, what we need to do, disk management, because managing the data is very, very important. Okay. So managing a data is very, very important. So order the disk. You at least you one drive installation is fine. You install everything in C drive. That's fine. If OS is crashed, SCCM is completely gone. Is it clear? You need to organize in such a way that data will be managed in a good way. So you can take a backups, keep the backups in such a way. Clear? So this we have completed all the basics. Then we need to join the domain. We won't install any role here. What we need to do, we need to go to my computer properties. We need to go to the my computer properties, then go to change. So do you see any object? Let me go to the AD server now. Let me open the, do you see any objects in the computers? Any objects are there?
No.
No. Once we join this domain, how you join a domain? Go to my computer properties, change settings. Here you need to change. Here you need to give, what is our domain name?
Praveen.local. Local.
Praveen.local. Enter. You will get a, you need to give your administrative username and password of AD. Okay. Then welcome to Praveen.local. So if I go to AD, now I refresh here. Is my SCCM object came here? Computer object.
Yeah.
In this way, whenever you join to a domain, like if you have 10 machines, 10 machines will come. Reboot the server. Okay. I can now able to log in using the domain account. If I have an account of I created admin, right? SCCM admin. Now I can log in with this account after a reboot because it's part of my domain. So whatever the users which are created in this server, users can able to log in using this any server using the domain account. Am I clear? I will control alt insert. I won't log in with the administrator account. I will go to other users. I will type Praveen slash SCCM admin, then my password. Clear? In this way, you need to log into this particular machine. Am I clear what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
So this is the basics of the things. Okay, let me pause the